there's so much to unpack in this movie, you know? Some are calling it 2025's trippiest romance. So I'm curious, Kristen, how does that sit with you? Is that an accurate description of this film?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that your reaction when you read the script?
I mean, sitting here trying to articulate what this film is about.
You are a human being.
Human being.
You're special. You're worthy. You're you.
I'm me.
And the coolest part is you get to be whatever you want to be.
I can be me.
This is how life forms make friends.
Okay, I'm not so sure I'm following.
Let's move in together. In here, we can create a world just for us. Don't you ever wonder what it's like?
What?
Life.
It's the sort of definable stuff. It's the unknowable stuff. We play characters who don't really exist, but who are so desperate to have identities. And,
Absolutely.
I guess our movie's pretty metaphorical and symbolic, but at the same time, we literally play a buoy and a satellite who are desperately calling out, or at least my buoy is desperately calling out for any type of connection, and it feels like in order to get close with other people, there's this thing like you must know yourself because that's the only way to really be honest, but there's honesty in sort of trying to fake it until you make it. There's honesty in blunder and like inauthenticity.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
And so the movie's like a weird, very weird, long like acting exercise.
What does it feel like to be alive?
This is amazing. Well, it's date night. Have you ever considered how impossible it is that we found each other?
But who are we supposed to be?
Life? It's full of rainbows and light. It's immense. I'm not even a buoy anymore. I am just me.
We're becoming who we are.
So like, it's not enough to say it's about a buoy and a satellite that are falling in love or learning how to love. And what was your takeaway when you read the script for the first time, Steven?
When I read the script, I was like, what is going on?
Was it hard to imagine?
It wasn't even that it was hard to imagine. It was just like the scope of what they were trying to touch was just so immense that I was like, this is a bold swing. I just didn't know how the process was going to go, but yeah.
What was it like to, I imagine there was a lot of rehearsal for this too. So did you feel like you started to really get to know these characters once you guys got to meet and kind of develop that with your director together on a set?
That's interesting. What's funny is like there wasn't much rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
But the thing in of itself was a rehearsal.
We shot like all of it. Yeah, like it was like we got to shoot it in order, and so we did maybe one reading before going and actually doing everything. But it was like the movie starts out with like this little voice in like a big black hole, which is like, hello, or something like that. I can't remember what I say, but it's like kind of reaching out. We started there. Like, yeah.
I clocked that it started in silence too. I was like, oh, is it my volume off? And I'm like, oh no, this is part of it. Like, there's just, again, so many layers to it, right? Like, what I took away from it was how sometimes we use things that are close to us or tangible or even like something like the internet, for example, for a reference, but then sometimes it feels performative because you feel like you have to meet where that is. But it's like, for me, it was about authenticity, right? And just being in the moment. Now, what struck me too was like these characters are using the internet as their guide, which, oh my gosh. But if you guys were to leave a piece of pop culture or something behind, like a movie, a TV show, a song, etc., for otherworldly beings to find and start to piece together what existed, what would that be? What would you leave?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Is there a song that encompasses like your existence on this earth, you know, or like something that encompasses
a song?
A song, a movie, a TV show that kind of just like sums it all up for you about what we did and who we are here.
I said it before, but I would put Sandlot in there. I really
Really?
Yeah.
One of my
I think that
favorite
says
songs.
everything. I think Sandlot says everything.
Okay, I love that.
Or at least for me it does.
You were a Benny the Jet Rodriguez guy?
Oh my God, so hot.
Right? I think that was my awakening.
Laughing at Yaya? You were like a duck.
KK, but I'm
Part of the game, right?
Like one of my first probably crushes.
He's awesome.
He puts those shoes on.
Exactly.
Running. I'm just like.
I wanted a pair of Converse so bad after I watched that film. Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna do like movies, this happened before too, but this is word association. This is basically us doing the movie again.
Right. Sorry, we're doing an acting workshop right now.
Yeah, but League of Their Own.
Okay.
If we're gonna do a baseball movie.
I love it.
Have you seen that? Because you keep going.
I have.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, another baseball classic, really, actually. Okay, why League of Their Own?
Oh gosh, it's so like formative for me. Like I'm such a little sister, And like that dynamic is so, I don't know, indicative of so many ways that different types of people like traverse the world and just getting to be adults. And like there's like this big showdown conversation that I have with my friends often, and it is definitely like whether or not you're an older or younger sibling, and that is like, do you think that Dottie intentionally dropped the ball at the end?
Here comes the throw. It could be in time.
And what do you think?
Oh my God. I mean, if the whole success, if that was just a lot, like if everyone's like happiness in regards to the ending of that movie is based on a bald-faced lie, I just don't know. I mean,
agree.
no, she was just got in that moment. She was better one time. She was not the better player, but she was better
Better that
once
one
because
time.
she wanted it more.
Right.
And then like Dottie was like shocked. There's this shock. She like looks over and she's like so surprised that it's gonna happen, and she bears down.
She bears down.
And then she like slow motion drops the ball. I'm like, dude, accident.
Right, I'm with you on that. Steven, we're really excited for Mickey 17, which I also feel is another trippy movie, you know? How excited are you for the world to see it?
Super excited. That is also it's out there.
Yeah.
It's a fever dream at times, and yeah, it feels connected. It's thematically similar. It's not similar. It's like thematically tangential in a way. So it's interesting. Yeah.
Another one you had to like just peel back layers to figure out what it is, I'm sure.
Yeah, even now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet. And up next for you, Kristen, is your directorial debut, which is awesome, the Chronology of Water. What was that experience like for you to finally step behind the camera?
Oh man, it was like so. I've been trying to make the movie for so many years, and so it's like something that lives on the inside for so long. I'm used to filtering those feelings quickly. Like I'm usually called to something, and like I've just never harbored something for so long, and to kind of watch things change and become physical and sort of get to know that newness. It's like life. Well, it's like like new person building. It was cool, and the actress. It's so funny to refer to her that way, but like the actor who played Lydia, the writer of the memoir, Imogen Poots, is like, it's like you never want to big anything up because maybe I just feel that way, but I'm telling
you saw it.
She's astounding.
Oh, I can't wait.
And like she's been doing this forever, and I've been a fan forever.
Yeah.
Not like this. This is just like she's unbelievable.